The first horse of the two we're going to take a look at in this video is Bellezza. I mean, this horse is fascinating. I really do like this one. You know, it's by Siuni, who seems to be one of the in vogue sires at the moment. It's out of a Galileo mare as well. You know, this horse has got a fascinating pedigree. It covers all the bases I look for. Decent group winning horses in the immediacy of the dams, the second, the third, or even ideally the first dam. And what's more, there is some superbly fascinating horses as the further people go back into the pedigree as well. You know, this could be a good horse, hopefully, is what I'm saying. Connections took out the Irish 1,000 guineas last year with a horse I wasn't with, Homeless Songs. I've been with plenty of these horses in the past, not necessarily off this line, normally Polished Gems and that. So we will see how we get on with Bellezza. If people look at the pedigree of Bellezza, which we will do quickly, they will see that she is in fact family 9F. Very fascinating pedigree. I'm going to show you some of the pedigrees and the horses at the moment. We can look at the immediate pedigree though by looking at the dam of the horse, Terrific, by Galileo, out of a dam called Shadow Son, trained by Aidan O'Brien. Unfortunately, wasn't really a stakes performer, winner of 2 of her 7 races. The best she could manage was the third in a listed race at Navan. She was third in the Salsable Stakes, where they are saying that was also her best run of her career, where she ran to a mark of 96 in 7 starts. It looked so promising on her first 3 starts, didn't it? You know, where she won, and then as soon as she stepped up into listed company and above, she was exposed somewhat. In the shed, well, hit and miss really, more of an hit at the minute. A horse called Tough Talk, rated 100. A horse that was rated 20 times and winning 4, called Tranchi is the best of them, rated 108. You know, I'm hoping that this horse will prove to be a lot better than both of those two, but time will tell. You know, it'll be a sad day for Terrific if it isn't, because I don't think I'll be following many more, because this line is perfect. You know, we've got a good sire on it as well, Siuni. Right, we're going to go take a look again now at a couple more horses that are in the pedigree, I think, before we need to really just look at the horse win. The second dam, was a horse called Shadow Son. She only won 1 of 6 starts in Ireland. But what she is, she's also the dam of 2 very good horses. Jan Vermeer was rated 118 at his best. When they are saying that was when he was third in the 2010 Irish Derby behind Kate Blanco. And he also ran to 118 when winning the 2010 Gallinule Stakes as well. He was 4th in the Derby behind Workforce of that year as well in 2010. And he was also deemed to have run to 118 when he won his Group 1 race in 2009 H2, where he took out the Criterium International at St. Cloud. Good horse. Another one that is Together. This one is a dam, winner of 3 of her 16 starts. You'll see that she was rated just a couple of pounds below Jan Vermeer at 116, which they are saying was on her last run when she won the 2011 Challenge Cup Stakes at Keeneland in America. Like I said, running to a mark of 116. She was also third in the Group 1 First Lady Stakes in the Group 1 First Lady Stakes at Keeneland. She was also second behind Emulus in the 2011 Matron Stakes. She was also second in the 2011 Irish 1,000 Guineas. And she was also second in the 2011 UK 1,000 Guineas. You know, multiple Group 1 placed, Group 1 winning filly. 2, her form was quite good as well. She was placed in the Fillies Mile of 2010, beating the neck behind White Moonstone. as well as winning the Group 3 2010 Silver Flash Stakes as well. Very good horse. Very good horse in the paddock. She did okay. The best is 104 rated Battle of Jericho, and also a horse called Earring, rated 104. But again, look at the stallion she's had. People could be right, could be fair in expecting better from these dams. Bellezza is a key horse for this line. Not really done much on this line before, but you'll see that some of them have got great form and average breeding, which is worrying. Like we've looked at the third dam, Shadow Song. We'll take a look at a few more before we go all the way back on the Legacy site and then watch it win. Even in Air is the third dam. You'll see they're telling us that she is unraced. The fourth dam was foaled in 1977, so it's quite an old school pedigree, this. Nellie Forbes won 1 out of 2 races, although she did cost $275,000 as a yearling. It was when we went further back, though, on this line, and we got on a horse called Nellie Morse and Nellie Flag, which would be the 8th dam of this horse, when things got very interesting. You'll see that Nellie L and Nellie Morse in 1921 and Nellie L in 1940. Both classic winners. Nellie L foaled in 1940. She won the 1943 Kentucky Oaks, and she also won the Acorn Stakes, winner of 8 out of her 22 races. And Nellie Morse foaled in 1921, was the winner. She's a champion, 3-year-old filly, of 1924. Don't bother telling us the races she won, will you? 1921. Go back to Nellie L. Nellie Morse. You'll see that she was, in fact, the Preakness winner against the Colts of 1924. You'll see some very nice horses as well, scattered among the time between, say, the dams we've looked at and over 100 years ago. Horses like Bold Forbes, superb horse, winner of 13 of 18 races, nearly over $500,000. Winner of the Saratoga Special Group 2 at 2, Kentucky Derby winner and Belmont winner at 3, as well as the Wood Memorial. Third in the Preakness. The horse nearly did the Triple Crown. Very good horse. And stallion. Drain the Clock is one that we found on the Aryan site, which is a stallion that is currently in use, which is on this line. You'll see there that Evening Air is the 4th dam of this horse, Drain the Clock. I think she was the 3rd dam of Bellezza. Drain the Clock won the Woody Stevens at 3. It also won the Swale and the Bay Shore at 3 as well. And is it at stud, a Group 1 winner. Other horses we looked at, Vega, 300 million yen. This horse won Vega out in Japan, winner of 4 out of 9 starts. It won the Japanese Oaks. It won the Japanese 1,000 Guineas. And it also won the Tulip Show as well. 1993, best 3-year-old filly. And also, didn't know that at the time. This is why these sites are so useful. It's also the dam of Admire Vega, the 1999 Japanese Derby winner, and Admire Don, the 2-time Japanese champion dirt horse. I think that should say, unless there is an award in Japan called the Dart Horse because it's quick, which is possible. But I'm going to say that is a typo of some description. That's interesting. That is, because they're not on the site. Which means that sadly, I think it's sad. That's when the lady must have passed away, because she was so thorough. She'd have put that Derby winner on in 1999. I would be absolutely certain of that. Another good one in Japan was Shaddai Sophia, winner of 227 million yen. Not as prolific, winner of only 6 of her 24 starts. She won the Japanese 1,000 guineas as well. And she all suddenly broke down on the track in the Swan Stakes of 1985. But on her day, Japanese 1,000 guineas winner. Other horses I found towards the back of it were, when we went back to the other horse, 1921 horse, Jilbab, winner of 3 of her 9 starts out in the States when owned by Godolphin. She won the 2002 Coaching Club American Oaks, and she was also third in the Cotillon Handicap, a race which is now a Grade 1, I think. She was decent though on her day, Group 1 winner. And Bet Twice was another one that we found, winner of over $3.3 million. Foaled in 1994, winner of 10 of 26 starts. Won the Washington Futurity at 2. It also won the Laurel Futurity at 2. 2 Group 1 races. At 3, it won the Belmont, won the Haskell, Fountain of Youth, Pimlico Special Handicap, Kentucky Derby, and Preakness runner-up. We've now got 2 very close Triple Crown horses on this line, haven't we? Wow. Now, what a horse this could be, Bellezza. I'm excited. This is a good one. I knew it was when I've looked at them before, you see, before I had them on the list. But it's been over 3 or 4 weeks since I've had a look at it. The horse won in July the 13th. It's my mum's birthday. And I had a look at it then because I actually looked at it on the day. I thought, yeah, this one might be all right if it wins, and it did. There's another one in the race that was half decent, but that didn't win. So hopefully that will one day. And we can pick that one up as well. But yeah, what an impressive horse this is, without a shadow of a doubt. We look at Drain the Clock, available for $10,000 in 2023. No horses on the ground as of yet. This is his first year of stud duty, so hard to say what's going to happen with the horse. But you have to say that it looks a very good horse, and there's plenty of good horses quite close to this line to make Bellezza definitely worth chancing, in my view. The horse done absolutely nothing wrong. Winner of 1 run out of 1 win. I mean, if we're not going to chance this, what are we going to chance at this stage of the season? The pedigree's there. It's just a matter of the horse running up to it. It's just a shame that some, like we've looked at out of the first 2 dams, and also out of Terrific, and Together, who was a full sister to the dam. So some haven't, so people need to tread with trepidation, I think, with this horse until it gets to a certain level, until it proves it, really. Until it proves it's a bit better than all them 104s that we've seen, 108, 104s that we've seen, these sort of horses. And until it puts in 112, 114 run, then once it's done that, I think people know. Still got it to do yet. Next time out, maybe. The horse is entered. Let's have a look where the horse is entered. It's entered in the 19th of August at the Debutante Stakes Group 2. I mean, it's got a Group 2 pedigree, isn't it? But these trainers and owners, why don't they just go for a listed race and then a Group 3 first? If it wins a Group 2, it'll have a group penalty in a Group 3. But it is, without a doubt, if they're looking for a Group 1 on its 3rd run, then the Debutante Stakes looks to be the place. It's always a decent race. And then she's entered the 10th of September later. The plan is maxed out. Entered for the Moyglass Stud Stakes, which is their own race, on the 10th of September. Sometimes people just need to wait and be patient. We've looked at the pedigree of the horse. Is it going to pay us? Is it going to pay us? This is a fascinating stage of the season, isn't it? So many horses like this. Which ones are going to do the job? Right, they all go into, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Bellezza. Let's have a look at the horse win, and then we'll move on to the second of these videos, because it's actually the Sussex Stakes in 8 minutes. Goodwood. I wouldn't mind watching that. So let's crack on.
Commentary, that one, our first with Jerry. And then off in race 1, over 7 furlongs, the Irish EBF 2-year-old filly's maiden. It's Brilliant. You're shading it in the early stages from on the inside, Navassa Island, followed by Glortira and Bellezza next, with Style in mid-division. Maple Stars on the outside of Time Will Tell, followed by Andalusian Star with a couple of lengths back to Glimmerglass and Soirée Dansante. Just over 5 furlongs to go, and it is Brilliant just in front of the nose bandit Navassa Island, a break of a length and a half to Glortira in third, and fourth is Bellezza, being followed just outside the last half mile by Maple Star, and then with Style and Time Will Tell and Andalusian Star. Glimmerglass last but one, and the back marker is Soirée Dansante. Coming up to the halfway stage, little has changed in the order. It is Brilliant and Gavin Ryan by a length to Navassa Island and Declan McDonough. Driven hard in third place is Glortira and Rory Cleary with a break of 2 to 3 lengths to Bellezza, and then with Style and Maple Star, and on the inside Andalusian Star, then Glimmerglass, Time Will Tell and Soirée Dansante. Straightening at the 2, and it is Brilliant with on the rail Navassa Island. These continue first and second, couple of lengths in front of Glortira. Trying to stay on is Bellezza on the outside with a gap to with Style. Navassa Island on the inside in a duel with Brilliant, but here comes Bellezza, who's cutting them down with every single stride, and it's Bellezza and Colin Keane getting on top. Glortira is coming home late in the pace. That will see her in a second. Brilliant third, disappointing in fourth, Navassa Island.
I mean, we're going to review these races by fair use, as we're allowed to do. I mean, people can't knock that form, can they? I mean, the further it went, the more experience it got, the more the penny dropped. And it's impossible not to think that Jer Lyons could have a decent horse there in Bellezza. You know, very good indeed.